Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. God wants to be your protector. Isn't that great news? He wants to keep you safe. He wants to protect you from the enemy of your soul, Satan and all his demons. He wants to bless you. God wants to help you. God will defeat your enemies, and God will give you victory. I want that. Do you want that? It can be yours. We get excited when we hear things like that. But there is a condition to God's promise of protection, to God's promise of victory. And there's a big word in that condition. Listen to Psalm 81, verse 13 through 14. God says this: "If my people would only listen to me, if Israel would only follow my ways, how quickly I would subdue their enemies and turn my hand against their foes." The big word is if. If my people. First of all, we have to be God's people. We have to have surrendered our life to God. That's one of the conditions. You have to be God's son, God's daughter. Turn to him and obey him, would listen to him, would follow his ways. But it's a conditional promise, but we don't earn it. It's not like, well, if I do that, then I earn it from God. It's not a bargain where God says, you do this, I'll do that. No, you have the wrong idea. Listen, when we become the kind of person who follows God, the kind of person who listens to God, the kind of person who obeys God from our heart, when we become that kind of person, God delights in blessing that type of a person. God delights in defeating that kind of person's enemies and giving that person protection. So it's not a matter of earning it. It's not a matter of deserving it. It's a matter of changing yourself to becoming that kind of person. And God will help you and help me to become that kind of person. So today's challenge is to examine your heart, do self-examination, to see in what ways you are not following God, what ways you need to start obeying. The prayer focus is to listen to God in prayer as you do that self-examination. And finally, I encourage you to meditate on Psalm 81 today. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow.